Holy Week timelines and 6 stories of compassion. Let's take a peek at each day of Holy Week because each has an important theme. Palm Sunday, the triumphal entry of Jesus into Jerusalem on a donkey. Monday, Jesus cursed the fig tree for not bearing fruit, and then he went to the temple and kicked out the money changers. That's in Luke 19, verse 46. On Tuesday, the temple leaders plotted to have Jesus arrested. Jesus shares his greatest commandment on love, and his disciples later heard the Olivet Discourse on Mount Olives, and that's in Matthew chapter 24. Wednesday, no mention of it in the Bible. After 3 exhausting days, it had to be a day of rest for Jesus. However, this is also the day that Judas, one of the 12 apostles, decided to betray him. Thursday, a busy day. Jesus and the 12 celebrate Passover. They have what we call the Last Supper, and that's in Luke chapter 22 and in John 13:34. Jesus, with Peter, James, and John, go to the Garden of Gethsemane, and on leaving the garden, Judas betrays Jesus with a kiss. That is either late on Thursday or early Friday morning. I believe that it was early Friday morning, and that is Good Friday, the crucifixion, death, and burial of Jesus. Jesus spoke 7 final words before breathing his last breath, and that's in Luke 23:34, Luke 23:46. And now I want to share with you the 6 hours on Good Friday that delivered us from sin as Jesus sacrifices his life. And there were 6 stories there that I want you to hear. I want you to share with you 6 important stories of compassion that happened on Good Friday. Are you ready? 1. Jesus was hung between 2 criminals. One of the 2 mocked Jesus, and the other criminal asked to be remembered when he came into his kingdom. Jesus had compassion on that criminal and said, "Today you will be with me in paradise." That's an important statement. That's in Luke 23:43. 2. The soldiers cast lots for the clothes of Jesus, and Jesus asked God to forgive them. That's in Luke 23, verse 34. 3. John had compassion on Mary, the mother of Jesus. He was the only disciple or apostle or any of the family members of Jesus to comfort her as she watched the crucifixion of her son. That is love personified. 4. Then Jesus had compassion on Mary, his mother. He turned her life and care over to his beloved disciple John. That's in John 19, verses 25 through 27. 5. Joseph of Arimathea, a rich man and a member of the Sanhedrin and a secret follower of Jesus, had compassion on Mary and wanted her son, Jesus, properly buried in his tomb. 6. Nicodemus, a Pharisee, a member of the Sanhedrin also, but he also was a secret follower of Jesus. He too had compassion on Mary and bathed the body of Jesus with spices and wrapped him in linen cloths according to Jewish burial customs. he listed is only listed in John 3 and is one of the most famous conversations in the Bible. And Nicodemus is tied to John 3:16. Those 26 words of hope that I break down, in which God loves, God gave. We believe, we live. One last thing to remember. The Roman soldiers cast lots for the seamless tunic or robe that Jesus wore. While the Bible does not explicitly state who made the seamless robe Jesus wore, I like the opinion that Mary herself wove the seamless garment for her son as he left home. And this is rooted in the understanding of Mary as a loving and caring mother who would naturally provide for her child's needs, including clothing, and also Joseph and Mary fed him and trained him into Jewish religion. Yes, when Jesus was ready to leave home, I say Mary weaved his tunic and robe with loving care. She had compassion on Jesus as he left home. What a great mother. Next week, my thoughts on Jesus saying to tell you the truth, and also about paradise. God bless you and have a good Holy Week.